Hearthstats Champions League Season 1. Round of 8. ARee versus Xixo.
All right,
Okay, so this looks like a zoo from Xixo.
Yeah, and it's well, is it? Well, it probably is. But then again, if I think Warlock and Xixo, the first card that comes to my mind is Implosion. You know.
That card, he's basically to blame for that card being prevalent in Warlock. But there's an antique heal bot. That's interesting.
So is it the zoo actually? What cards did he mulligan away? Defender of Argus?
Yeah, he mulligan Defender. And so there's a Doomguard. So this may just be like a... And Sylvanas, okay. So this could be just kind of a tweaked zoo deck with maybe some late game and some mid game and some healing and things to maybe counter things like Face Hunter. But
and that's actually amazing because it only proves that in Hearthstone there is still room for being creative and bringing your own decks, your own brews, and trying to find the new decks. Like, you know, a lot of players they fall into the standard, well, I have to net deck, or this is the best Hunter build, this is the best Warlock build. But some of the guys are deck builders, and they actually bring something new and surprising to the tournaments.
You know, we do see some guys like Silent Storm, who we haven't heard of before, bringing their own decks, but that's one of the things I think that does set pro players apart a lot of the time, is being confident enough to make what seem like maybe unpopular meta decisions be really, really important for tournaments.
Oh yeah, certainly. And here, like, what is the matchup actually? Originally, Zoo is, I feel, good versus Hunter, especially this kind of Hunter without explosive traps, without... Well, there is Unleash right now, but...
Shadow Flame, hello. That's a card.
Okay, that's a good clear with power. I mean, like, overall,
yeah.
it's a cool combo. It's like a lot of cool combos. And Shadow Flame with Sylvanas as well, Dr. Boom. So this deck, apparently, has some early game and curves really well into late game as well.
It feels kind of like maybe the Warlock equivalent of the Hunter deck that we're seeing from ARee. It's a pretty aggressive deck. It has a lot of small aggressive minions, but does scale quite well into the late game as well. Kind of like the Naaman Hunter build with the Ragnaros at the top and that sort of thing.
He can already power overwhelming Shadow Flame, but I don't think that's the play. Whenever I see a piloted Shredder, I feel like Dark Bomb is the card I play. But then again, maybe there is something else he can do. Power Overwhelming can trade easily and give him a 4/4 after that, and then you have 4 mana. But there's not really much you can do. Maybe use Dark Bomb and Power. First Dark Bomb, see what you get from Piloted Shredder.
He's going to go for the Shadow... He's going to trade, actually, with the Nervian Egg.
He has to Shadow Flame because there's a Snake Trap.
Okay, yeah. So he's going to Shadow Flame now. He might have been thinking about just going with the Dark Bomb play, but goes with the Shadow Flame. And, oh, Mad Scientist! A third Mad Scientist for ARee. That's a pretty good pickup from the Shredder.
It's not the worst. It's getting a 4 attack minion would be probably better, but Mad Scientist is definitely a card that's good. Playing high main on 5 certainly feels good.
I have no time for games.
Let's see a Sylvanas here. Sylvanas Shadow Flame would have maybe been something that Xixo was thinking about for the late game, but that Sylvanas is a good threat on the board. And we do see a lot of these big bodies with the Dr. Boom, the Lotheb, the Doomguard. Xixo's going to start being able to build up some big damage on board. This feels like one of those matches where they're both kind of slugging each other's face quite a lot with big minions. We see a second high main for ARee. He could just, you know, drop the second high main and go face.
The problem that Xixo is facing right now is that if there is a freezing trap, Sylvanas might be countered. But then ARee has to think, like, if there is a way for Sylvanas to die and steal my high main. Because normally, after seeing Power Overwhelming and Shadow Flame, you are the Warlock just killing Sylvanas, but without those cards, you could go for Mad Scientist into Sylvanas, get the freezing trap, and then attack. But he more or less did the same. He set up the freezing trap because I believe it's a trap right now. You mostly play one snake to freezing. So Sylvanas is being countered.
It's so hard to make these decisions with a deck that you've never seen before. You get a build that you don't know how it works. But Implosion coming to hand, there's a lot of damage here for Xixo in a couple of turns. But I guess he wants to trigger the freezing trap somehow. But Sylvanas getting freezing trapped, he's got to be aware of what kind of damage is coming in. I mean, there's 9, 12, 14 damage.
Well, Xixo can steal the high main if he is lucky. If he can't discard the Dark Bomb. Yeah, I was like looking at the things right now. So he can attack with Sylvanas into Jungle, which is... So he correctly read that it's a freezing trap, and then he was able to not discard the Dark Bomb and steal the high main. A very strong play by Xixo.
How's that for lethal? 5, 10, not quite enough for ARee here.
ARee will probably have to use Iron Beak and Kill Command to clear the high main. Unless he actually...
Oh, he's just going to go aggressive here.
No respect. Is this lethal for Xixo? No, not really. But then the heal bot.
Yeah, the heal bot's got to come down here.
Yeah, it's changing this matchup so much. ARee, I feel, is making a correct decision. Instead of going for full like board trading and trying to clear, just looking at the hand sizes, you want to go for face, especially if you have Unleash the Hounds against the Zoo and Kill Command and a bow. So the decision is correct, but it works. This decision works for Xixo because he has the cards to counter it.
This is such a back and forth game already in this series. This really interesting Warlock deck from Xixo. Yeah, the healbot's got to come down. He's staring down very, very, pretty much easy lethal. But we're going to see go straight to face. No life tap from Xixo with that extra 2 mana. I don't know if he's actually life tapped in this whole game.
Well, that's again a good decision there. So how much damage is there from ARee? There is 11 on board, so he only needed 10. He has 8.
It's not quite enough.
I wonder.
Do you go for the silence kill command play here, do you think? And then just hero power, hit face with your high main and just try and work Xixo back down again?
Yeah, I think you have to do something like that. Like maybe not kill command, maybe silence, Hunter's Mark, and then Unleash the Hounds. And trade as much as possible. You know that the Doomguard is in the hand, and it costs 7 mana. So next turn you can expect the Doomguard, but Doomguard is not lethal for you. Even with Power Overwhelming, it's still 9, and a Doomguard will discard 2 cards. So if you clear the board here, you're probably positioning yourself pretty well. But you do have to clear, I believe.
Well, we're going to see the Hunter's Mark come down, like you said. Good use of the Hunter's Mark instead of the Kill Command. Obviously, Kill Command is such a vital piece of the Hunter deck, getting lethal. And he's going to go ahead and clear... Oh, he's going to use the high main to clear the 3/3 out.
Yeah, you can't attack with weapon. It's too dangerous because of the Doomguard to just clear. It's better to just use the high main, especially because you've seen 1 AoE already.
Mistress of Pain.
Mistress is a bit too late for Xixo.
Yeah.
There is not really a good way to clear this. Before he had a way to deal with the high main, just buffing it with Abusive Surgeon and then killing it with PGH. But right now he doesn't have a combo like that. He is staring at what, like 10 points of damage? What he will do is just extend the board and try to cancel the kill command with Lothab.
It's one off lethal for ARee there. With the kill command plus the on board is 14 damage. It's pretty close. But he's gonna go ahead and trade and look for some favorable juggles here. Is he gonna kill the BH? He is! Oh my god! So crucial.
That's pretty good for ARee. Well, he did have the dog, so he actually needed only 1 knife there. Xixo needs... Well, Mistress of Pain is not the card he needed.
That might be all she wrote for Xixo.
I guess you tap. There's like nothing you can do with this hand.
I can ease your pain.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Well, he's not even gonna tap. He's gonna go full game without tapping. He's gonna Doom Guard on the Knife Juggler, but that's gonna be it. So game number 2, going over to ARee. 2 games in a row with his Hunter deck.
Still, this game was really interesting, and Xixo bringing a new Warlock deck, and I liked it. I really enjoyed this game, and even though that was something surprising from Xixo, ARee played it exceptionally well.